Wow. You know, when you're in transportation driving a school bus, all those years that I did before I became a safety officer, I learned a lot. I made mistakes, I learned a lot. And then when I got on this team, it's so rewarding when you learn from your mistakes and then you can train your people according to those mistakes and even be honest about the mistakes you made so they know that you're humble and that you're a real person, you did that job. But from the time I came till now, I've had a lot of support. I've had a lot of rough times, but I've had a lot of support. And without that support, I could have sunk. And then coming here with the support that I had in this team here is amazing. Making friends like family. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself except for apparently leaving my PJs on and slinking around like this.
Looking for Mr. Goodbar.
I might be snailed. I don't know.
You'll be looking for Mr. Goodbar
Yeah.
though, so is it?
Yeah. But really, every one of you has played a special part in this for me. When I, Adam, when I became a safety officer, Adam, that was his first year. And I became friends with Adam. And you're my friend, my boss after today, before today. And I really appreciate you and what you've done. Dale. Me and Dale and Dira were bus drivers, and I know you did dispatch, but I had never seen you in dispatch. So I probably came in so much later than you left early and slacked.
That could be it.
Yes. So the first time somebody said Dale Aldridge now has a position, because somebody else left or something, and I was like, who's Dale? And then I saw him at the bus and I'm like, oh, okay. And so Dale and me and Dira became safety officers on the exact same day, went down to Blythewood. We had a great time. We sat in the cubicles, enjoying the other people. And I think there's a special bond that you kind of make when you're new because you're training together, you're testing together, you go down, you're spending time together. And then Dale became safety specialist. And then Dira became safety specialist. So watch you guys grow in those areas. Now you're up with him. I mean, that's amazing.
I think she knows.
That's just amazing to watch in itself. Really. You guys have gone far, and that's amazing. Allison, I know because being with the call center. I'm not up there as much anymore, but.
Driving too at Taylor's.
Yeah, and driving at Taylor's, that's right, you dispatched.
I was gonna say, even back at Taylor's, when you were a driver, you were an inspiration there. I mean, you were a leader and a trainer even there. And
Thank you.
You're gonna leave a big hole here.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Dwayne,
Yes.
I do love you. You got that in the car. when I first met Dwayne, we got to know each other, and he would say, Karen, I love you. And I was just like,
What?
Oh, Lord.
So I won't say it back, but I did put it in your card. And I do love it. Yeah. I mean, I love all of you.
We love
It's
it
been
too.
amazing. Yolanda, you're beautiful. I told you that when I first saw you out here. I didn't know who the heck you were, but I said she's a beauty. And easy to work with. Yeah, easy to work with and very energetic. Yeah. Beth coming on board, like I said, learned twice as fast as I learned. She's just amazing. She's a great asset.
She's a good decorator.
She picked up the zingers that Karen is leaving behind. So she has those zingers now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, she's doing good at it too.
Not to mention the chuckles over the wall, right?
Dennis.
Karen.
No, I do. I went over there. I remember the one time was, one time he came here and I gave him his test. And I knew who he was. I'd talked to him before, but then I think when you test people, you kind of build a relationship because I talked to them first to get that, calm them down from that nerves, you know? And so I think that's what I did, and we kind of had a special bond. And then he got the video audit perfect, right? So we have pictures of us with our masks on, so that's cool. And then when he came here, I was so excited that he came here, and he's a good friend, and I really appreciate you, what you've done, and being a friend. John.
Here we go. There we go. All right. Hey, get it in now, because this is.
So John, we needed somebody, I met him when I went to Golden Strip to do in-service.
You said, who's that guy?
On his little special needs bus, we went out on that and had the, drivers get in the seat, take turns. And John, afterwards, when we walked up to the building,
Yeah, you better drink.
just something about his demeanor and talking about the bus and the passion that he had. There was something about him that I knew was special. And so I talked to him about, if a safety officer position comes up, I want you to think about it. He's like, I don't know, no, I love my job, no. And I said, okay, I'll get back to you. And then there was a safety officer position came up, and I emailed him. And I said, listen, there's one coming up, I want you to think about it. And I said, if you have any questions or anything about it, and so I got a couple emails from him. So this is what I did. And I'm so glad I did. He's a big asset, and we became really good friends, just co-worker. The bond that we have here is amazing. But yep, Q, I love you, and we'll stay in touch.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you.
Too. Explain where Q came from.
Q. I was training him. He was driving the bus, and we pulled over for a fight on the bus, as we usually do on the route. And he said, "I'm gonna get up," and he's walking back and said, "I'm gonna quell the situation." I'm just like,
She was like, well, what's that? She goes, what's that?
I said, okay, I brought in an overachiever that's way above me, and that's gonna make me look bad. So I started calling him Mr. Q or Q. And so then we started trading quarters in the office. Like if somebody did something for something, or if he would do something for me, I'd put a quarter with a note, and then I'd get one back once in a while. And so then I got him a quarter for a gift. It's a play quarter about that big,
It's a
put a magnet
magnet.
on it. That's it.
Come on in.
Well,
Hi, Steve.
I'll tell you, for you, this is gonna be a huge loss in that office, because when I came in, and I know that the others will agree, when I came in, you took me right under your wing, and you taught me so much, and it's appreciated, and you'll be missed. So, and the one thing I always say about our team is everybody backs up everybody. And you were part of that. Huge, huge part of that. So, your love.
Easy to do with people that want to work and
That's
work
right.
hard.
That's right.
Meg, not only are you a secretary, you're a counselor.
Oh, thank you. Thank
And
you.
I owe you big bucks, like, what's a nickel, it's a quarter now. I thank you for all your help, like, just personally, work-wise, and being my friend. I really appreciate you. This lady does a lot. A lot. You know where that little thing says job description and fine print is other duties? this one's way over the top with that.
Absolutely.
Steve, I met Steve when he came to class. I was facilitating. I don't know if I was teaching. Were we teaching that time?
There were a couple of people teaching at that time.
So we were actually physically teaching the class when he came in.
Yeah.
And I know we talked about laptop computers or
Yeah.
an Apple because I was looking for something because mine had bitten the dust and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But and look at you now where you're at.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So, and Tina, you did a great job this week. And in the office, you know, it's been good to become friends. And we appreciate what you do for special needs coordinator. That's awesome. So, thank all of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're gonna miss your friendship.
Yeah.
Hope you're gonna be missed. Yeah, right?
Not too late to switch to Substack.
That's right. There you go. Perfect.
And there was like 3 people that didn't get to hear your dissertation, so you probably gotta read